So Jacob and Elmer, behind you there on the back is the guy who you beat in Rakvere Futures. It was 1.5 years ago. What do you remember about this tournament? Because it was actually the time when you started to grow very quickly and become top players in the world.
Yeah, it was our first main draw in a future, I think, and also our first win. And it was amazing playing in Rakvere in the big theater. It was really fun, and the final was really good as well. I remember playing the Estonian guys, and it was really fun, and all of Rakvere was very nice and beautiful. Yeah.
What do you remember from this tournament and this final?
I think the shitty weather at the semi-final.
Thank you.
Yes, but that's the same in Sweden, so nothing to blame you guys for. And then the good people there. Everyone in Estonia seems to be very nice.
I have to ask, I'm looking at you two young guys. I'm 33 years old. I get nervous when I go on the court playing these amateur tournaments in Estonia. You don't look as nervous, never. But are you sometimes?
Yeah, of course we're nervous sometimes, but also we know that it doesn't help to stress up and begin to think about what happens if that. We know that we just need to play the best beach volleyball we can, and we try to do that.
Mm-hmm. When did you actually start playing beach volleyball, and did you also have indoor background?
Yes, I've been playing indoor volleyball since I was 5, maybe 6. So I played for a long time, and then when I was 14, I kind of started playing beach as well, and then quite quickly I got stuck in the beach.
Yeah, I played. I went to indoor volleyball high school, so I played in the indoor league in Sweden up until 1 year ago. Yeah, but only when I was home from training camps with the beach volleyball. Yeah.
When did you start to train with Jonathan Hellvigu?
I started to train with them 2.5 years ago, or a little bit more when I started playing with Jacob. But Jacob's been...
yeah, I have to think. I think it's been... I think I'm on the 7th year of playing with them now, so it's been a while.
If you started to train with them, did you ever imagine that so quickly you could become to very close level, if not the same level as them?
No, they've always beat us in practice, and it almost feels like it's impossible to win against them. At least it did maybe 1 year ago, but we never thought we would be so close to them as we are now. But we're still not really there yet, so we still need to work on that.
How are the trainings? You're second best in the world at the moment, but you're also second best in your own training group. So is it hard or is it easy to train with these kind of guys?
No, I think it's very hard, and that I think that's maybe why we've gotten so good so quickly. So I think that plays a big part of it, having like good training partners, and they can train with us and we can train with them.
Have you ever changed partners in the trainings, or have you considered it doing in the tournaments? Because it would be quite fun to watch as a volleyball fan, this kind of change in the tournaments as well.
We haven't changed it in tournaments very much, only when someone was injured or something a long time ago. But we do switch it up in training sometimes, but it's sometimes it's just for fun in the end of training, and sometimes we do it maybe because I'm gonna play against Jacob or something. But it's always fun. I usually play with Jonathan then. It's fun to play with another partner. Sometimes you can create some new playing, so it's cool.
What is one thing that you're better at on the court than the other Swedes? Is there something? Maybe, I don't know, your block still at some point?
Maybe, but Elmer joked about it a couple of weeks ago. Said that when they're serving, it feels like receiving a paper plane coming. It's like a free ball, he said.
Good. Nice to hear it. What would you like to add?
No, I said it because in training, when we do receiving practice, they serve like boom, 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 really hard. I said in practice, when if they miss, it's okay. They serve rockets, but in the match they serve paper plates.
And we came here today in Stockholm. We have never trained actually in the Stockholm, this indoor court, which is great. You have Wilson balls here, and we found out that it's totally different than Mikasa. And we actually, me and my cameraman, we like the Wilson more because it's stronger and it's less this floating. But how do you like it?
We practice with Mikasa balls when we practice, but we've played with Wilson balls in the Swedish championships, and they spin more, so they're better for spin serves and easier to receive, as you said, and a little bit more grippy. So I think they're nice. You don't really think of it, but it's fun to play with them. But I would still prefer the Mikasa.
Yeah, I have only played one tournament with the Wilson, so I don't think I can speak about it. But they are good balls still.
And at last, I am training as well. I'm going to gym, I'm going to run, I'm on the sand doing, but even to hit sometimes with the jump is hard for me. You are doing it also with the setting. What should I do? Give me one advice. What should I do to get the jump setting physically going better?
Practice it over and over again. That's learning by doing. That's most of the practice we do. We don't really isolate one moment. We just play and try to jump set and hit on the second ball. So yeah,
seems easy.
Yeah, maybe in theory it sounds easy, but in practice it's not that easy.
But guys, thank you so much for taking the time and congratulations on the super good year. So good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cool.